is YellowFlash. YellowFlash, Lofty, Camelot. Oh, she's lost.
We're all alive. You shouldn't.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna take like a selfie with everyone for a thumbnail.
Well, I bet.
Yell, I do not consent.
Who are you people?
Come on!
We'll be representing all of y'all who did not sign waivers for her selfie.
Yes.
Are you getting a pro bono?
Pro boner, yes.
Is this well reserved?
At the row? I don't know.
Oh, might as well say it.
I'm done with this shit. You. Sure you just watch it?
So for those that don't know, this is LoftiPixels.
Hello, Lofty.
Guys, it's 2022. We have affirmative action. We're required by law to have shit takes on the panel.
It's equity. It's equity. Equity and inclusion. Diversity, equity, inclusion. Yes. Yes.
It's okay to have a little gay representation.
Can we start?
We're about to.
It's live? You're already late in game.
Okay, welcome to Anime Matsuri, welcome to Houston, Texas, and welcome to our humble For the Fans panel. If you don't know me, I am Nick Rekieta of Rekieta Law, a small law firm in Central Minnesota. Try to put this over.
If you smell what Rekieta's cooking.
We have Please ignore the drunk woman in the second row. I am going to have the panelists here introduce themselves, and then we'll talk. This is the For the Fans panel. If you're here for the calculus class, you're in the wrong room, you fucking nerd.
What's up, guys? I'm Andrew Esquire, Legal Mindset. Good to see you all.
My name is Camelot 331. My real name is Cody. It's not my real name, unfortunately, but
Give the microphone to someone else, quick.
I don't even know I'm here. But there you go.
Thank you.
Grab this mic.
Hi. Hello. I'm Anna. Also known as that Star Wars girl. Hello. Hi. Oh, thank you.
You're a lot better than last year.
I'm at like half the level of last year right now. I didn't learn my lesson. It's Cecil's fault.
I would
Good to see you guys again. Back for the second year in YellowFlash.
Hey, Lofty!
Oh, the microphone. Oh my god, it's not a Yeti.
I work for recording and streaming. So yeah, this is gonna be great. Big fan of Rings of Power right here.
Tell me more about
It might be good. Oh no.
If Lofty, it might be good pixels.
He says it's a masterpiece.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Let me see some spiritual photography.
Oh dear God. If you don't know that Spirit Junior, howdy Spirit, how you doing?
Good, Mr. Rackets, and you.
I'm what's better. All right. Welcome guys, this is the For the Fans panel. You guys are the fans, we are fans. This is a reminder that this industry and every industry is about you, not some jackass voice actor, producer, director, production studio, person on Twitter, or anything else. You engage in your hobbies and your fandoms the way you want to. No one gets to tell you what it is. No one gets to tell you that you're not allowed. No one gets to tell you anything like that. And this is just a celebration of consumerism. As much as Lofty is berated and belittled on a daily basis as a consummate consumer, we are all consumers, and that's who this is about. So we're here, you've heard us talk about this stuff before, but we're doing it live. And we're doing it because this is important. To me, this is my opening monologue, like Letterman. It'll be that bad too. But to me, the purpose of these industries is to serve us, right? And I think lately, we've had so many people, and we've seen this, for me, the big exposure to this was the Vic Mignogna case. We saw so many people who became self-important, who thought that all of this stuff, this giant production, Anime Matsuri is pretty freaking cool, I think, right? Like,
What other convention would have us?
yeah.
I'm so mad about doing
Okay. No other convention is risk averse enough to let Spirit Jr. in the door. No, Anime Matsuri will do it. But we're here, they've got this massive production. There are vendors, there are artists, and everybody is here doing it to just bring you guys something to experience, something to enjoy. That's what this is all about. What are you mouthing at me, young lady?
That's what she said.
We'll see what she says later. Anyway, that's my opening monologue. I'm going to open this up to the panel. I'm going to sit back and not say anything else because my work here is... I'm just kidding. But we will also probably take questions in a minute, but not from Cecil. But I just want to open up with the preface that this is about y'all. Everything is about y'all. And when we're down with y'all, it's about us. But when we're up here, we're just assholes. So,
Nick,
that's
I have a question, Nick. Nick.
What?
Could you hand the microphone to the person you think is the stupidest first?
Come here.
Any question?
Nah, you go ahead, Cody.
YellowFlash.
I have something I want to segue into real quick, and it's very important. It's a little bit emotional, and Flash will agree with this. What is? I need to pull the room because it's important as adults and humans, and strapping young lads and ladies in the audience. Are you guys aware that we almost see no titties in movies anymore, and we only see tits?
Preach, motherfucker!
Still, motherfucker.
I was watching The Boys. There was 9 dicks in every scene. I didn't see even a left side to the thing.
Why are you making this now?
Because it's in my face. If something's in my face and I don't know what to do, sometimes I just
No, this is important. This is actually important. I know that people think that Camelot's mean, but he's on to something here. And this is weird because we've seen this go from what we in the anime industry call fan service, right? Oh, yeah. But if you grew up like me in the 80s and 90s, you saw random, gratuitous nudity. And it was truly gratuitous. There's no purpose on it, but we're all happy it's there. George Bush, yes. That's what we're talking about. Absolutely. This is not an 18+ bit. It is now. No, but what we've seen lately is, again, it's with this, I guess, PC culture. And with this determination that what you like cannot be enjoyed in the way that you want, we've seen a specific push away from something into something new. Now you have laid it out as titty to penis, which is a math formula in calculus. I did well in calculus, so I'm pretty sure that's true. Yeah, but no, there's now an intervener in every single piece of entertainment that we have that says, wait a minute. And that guy is the guy that needs to be slapped out of every room, the oh wait a minute guy. That's what this is about. If you don't want to see that particular thing in a movie, you just didn't watch it. Like, that's what used to happen. But now it's like, well, I don't want to see that in the movie. So wait a minute. I'm going to need you to change that for me. Brandon, why don't you go make the movie? Or just watch any of the other ones. So, no, I'm with you, brother. Also, more titties movies. I agree. Yeah.
But it's not even further than that, because it's not even what the fans, because not only are they ignoring what the fans want, but they've gone so far as to just ignore reality. And that's, I think, what Nick and I had seen a lot when we're covering legal cases. We covered the law, we covered fucking Rittenhouse, we covered Johnny Depp trial, which, I mean, all of it is Spin City. You guys are sitting there watching either Nick's boring ass or some other stream. Take some sort of suppository energy. It's really hard.
You are the expert on suppository energy.
No doubt, that's why I'm in the bathroom. But the point of the matter is that they won't even give you the truth because they don't trust you anymore with the truth. They've got to give you their spin on it, their bad take on it, and they've got to put out somebody who's even worse than Lofty.
I'm so glad Lofty's on this panel.
Look how you're dressed.
I met so many fans here that the first thing they say is, oh, it's the bad things guy. But everyone is so nice.
But actually, everybody's been DMing him that his takes are really good. Just trust him. It's lots of DMs all the time.
But you guys,
You have response to my DMs, though, Flash.
I'm not into DMs.
Spirit, you gotta start DMing Lofty. That's what you gotta do. Lofty responds to every DM.
Oh my god. Well.
You're not gonna say
There's only so much idiocy I can take.
No, but this is, you just made an excellent point. And this is part of, again.
You made an excellent point.
Does anybody have an excellent point I can shove into Cecil? That's on you, buddy. Cecil, I found you a date. I've been trying this whole time. But no, what Andrew just said about the legal cases, we're seeing it everywhere, in everything. It's not just entertainment, but it's not a denial of reality. It's a desire to sculpt a reality that suits their perspective on what reality should be. And that was a really long sentence and you're at an anime convention, so I'm sorry that you may be drinking. But what I mean is, like, the removal of certain types of nudity and the pushing of other types of nudity in movies is intentional. They want to change culture's perspective. We're no longer allowed to look at women and find them attractive, but we're encouraged to look at men and find them attractive. Whether you're male or female, they don't care about that, which is
Or to
weird.
catch a helicopter, you got to be representative.
I find men attractive, I'm sorry.
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
I find men attractive,
You
I'm sorry.
do?
Yeah.
You are hateful.
A really good example of Lofty's favorite movie is The Marvel.
Yes.
And
And the witch.
everyone's like, oh my god, look at his muscles.
Yes.
Sexy, amazing
Yeah.
movie. But imagine if there had been a woman that was like, had her clothes ripped off and that.
That'd been better.
It'd have been
I'm imagining
It'd have been
Scarlet Witch.
sexist.
Yeah, okay, help me out with this imagination. Keep going. Sir, close the window.
It's okay to sexualize man.
I got a point to make.
You're not on the panel. No, it is it's now become, like, let's be clear, it's okay to sexualize men. Like, hashtag men too, sexualize men. Yes. If you guys love some sexy man meat, subscribe to Camelot 331. Yay! Well, what I'm saying is, the issue is not the sexualization of men. That's fine. It's also okay still to sexualize women because women and men like to be attractive. They like when someone appreciates how they look. They like when someone appreciates how they dress. That's all fine. And for some reason, it's becoming not fine in one way. And it's because that wait a minute guy. And I hate that guy. I want to just shoot him in the face. No.
In Minecraft.
No.
In Minecraft.
In real life.
They don't have guns in Minecraft.
Tiffany's trying to
Sorry.
It's a video game.
Tiffany,
There's no guns in Elden Ring, I was about to say.
What? Jeez, Anna, shut your mouth. This is for the fans, and we have a fan trying to talk. Oh my God. Super nice, you
fucker, I ordered a treat. What do you want?
What do you want?
Ugly inside and out should be attractive?
Like Brie Larson.
I mean, like anything that should be shot into the sun.
You can't shoot Lizzo into the sun. One, we don't have enough rocket fuel. Two, the sun would be absorbed. Very scary. Very scary. No, but yes, there is a breaking down of conventional attractiveness. And the weird thing is that never needed to happen. Because people are attracted to different things, right? They always have been. But we didn't need to break down sort of conventional attractiveness because it didn't exist. But it's a push. They've created a standard and then tried to rail against it because they don't want people to find their better selves. In my opinion, that's what I think. In my opinion, is correct. Sorry, you can talk now.
The strangest thing I've noticed is just a couple of years ago, it was all about free the nipple, which we all agreed was great. I don't know who was arguing against that shit. No, but free the nipple, and then all of a sudden, it's like, I haven't seen a titty in years. Not even in real life, even.
You know why? It's because they think that you like it. And so they're like, we can't appease men, so.
I want to be appeased. I gotta make something fanfic somehow. I can't just look at nothing.
Okay, never mind. Actually, I thought about it and I do not want to.
You're 100% protein.
Oh my gosh, plug the baby's ears, please.
Wait, but he's not doing this.
It was for the fans.
Last year. Purple hair.
You ever consider being on a couple anime podcasts?
For me or all of us?
Anyone?
Yes.
I've already been on it.
Yeah, me too.
Be on it again.
Well, okay.
I'll join. I'll join too. I'll join. It's all my wife.
I'm not coming. I'm sorry.
Just choose me and I'll make it happen.
What you?
Oh, you call me?
Yes, you.
Oh, you remember me, huh?
I know who you are.
Yeah, I know. I'm just surprised you remember
What's your
me.
question?
Oh.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay.
Will you just ask the question?
Yeah. I'll ask a question.
Well, I'm just saying we have a limited amount of time on this panel.
Yeah.
This is super chats in your life, man.
Yeah, no.
What's your question?
Okay.
Well, it's not a super chat. It's like a.
Oh my God. What is your question?
Yeah, I mean, we're.
Oh, it better be good. What is your question?
Okay. Nick, can I give you a super chat right now to say?
Yeah, give me the money.
Say what?
I'll whisper it in your ear.
Oh, it's not.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Kind of gay though.
It's 2022.
It's on brand. It's on brand.
Every question after that one is now $2. Just give it to me at the end.
If you lick my ears,
anime convention, so I have a question for all of you.
Oh, God.
What is...
Hold on. 1 second, he's first. I want to hear what he's going to say. So shush.
I'll send the shot.
Quicker, do it,
Do
quicker.
it, man.
Lick his ear.
Look his face.
Long time listener, first
Lick
time.
his ear.
Lofty sucks. You rock. Andrew's the player. And I beat Crow's ass in Pokemon all the time.
You fucking liar! Kick your ass every fucking time.
And my name
Beg
is
me to
224
take
Big.
my team out and just catch random shit.
That's
Also known as Scarf Guy.
Yeah. You need to revise that
Okay.
check.
Back to Yashka. Thank you. Yep.
All right, I'll start over. This is an anime convention, and I have a question for all of you. Because all your tastes are trash. What's your favorite anime?
My taste is good, man. What are you talking about?
Bob Black.
Since we're doing hentai, redo a healer.
It's edgy. Look, I hate to be the he took mine guy, but redo of healer is it's really the best fun there is.
Alright. Both these motherfuckers took mine too. But I'm going to guess that Rape Man is pretty good too.
Obviously, it's Gundam.
Bring out the tears.
By the way, redo of Healer, I heard season 2 is coming.
Yes!
Probably not gonna confirm that.
Roots on Saturday.
Oh, thank
Yes!
Probably not gonna confirm that.
You just gave like a mean answer.
No! Oh my God!
Boo this man!
Oh, I should do.
I would like to report YellowFlash for engaging in targeted harassment against
Okay.
YellowFlash
What
for engaging in targeted harassment against you. I'm defending you.
Okay, yes, I agree.
He does this all the time. I tried to defend him twice and he attacked me the same stream.
Tell them your anime. I get it.
What's your favorite anime?
Hunter Hunter's good.
Hunter.
Hunter X Hunter.
JoJo.
Hunter.
Search that really.
That's a good one.
The last time I heard the name Hunter was at a strip club. And there were not ladies present. Well, there were. Okay. Ministry of Otaku.
Okay, what is the latest anime you watched recently? The most recent anime you watched?
Okay, the most recent anime I watched was the Berserk Golden Arc trilogy. It was a rewatch. I was feeling nostalgic, and I was really happy to know that Kentaro Miura would be finishing Berserk very soon. But is that a question for just me or the whole panel?
The whole panel.
Spy Family. I just watched that shit recently because people were hating on it. And that shit's wholesome as fuck. Like, I mean, seriously, I was shocked. There was like a little bit. What's gonna happen here? But totally wholesome.
So I watched season 2 of Beastars. And I was, spoiler alert.
Wait, is that the furry one?
He did scare the bunny in half like I was hoping this whole time. So there was like no point in it, it was lame, and like nothing happened.
He never fucks the rabbit.
He never did! And I was waiting for the rabbit! He's like 8 times the size of that thing! I'm just like,
Wait.
I know what your baby's first word's gonna be.
Okay.
Last anime you watched.
Demon Slayer.
Attack on Titan, I'm trying to catch up.
Rewatch.
Shut up!
Rewatching Rurouni Kenshin.
Anime is pretty cool because it has like ninjas and robots and violence and death and stuff, right? Good stuff. Yeah, except for Kenshin, who doesn't kill anybody. Who doesn't kill anybody? So you have all the anime to choose from. You pick the character that just decides to never kill anybody.
He did when he was the
But wasn't that in Samurai X?
That was the Samurai X.
Yeah, that doesn't count because that's not what you
What's
want.
cool? Not killing people when you have the power to kill them.
That's what pussy says. All right, you.
Speaking of PC, I need some advice from the Blackface Expert.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
As a black man.
I have been told relentlessly that me wearing blackface is wrong. But if it's Michael Jordan, does the Hitler stash make it okay?
Hold on. Wait, so you've been told that it's wrong. Now, what was the follow-up?
If it's Michael Jordan, does the Hitler stash make it okay?
Yes.
Yes.
So if you're dressing up as Michael Jordan with a Hitler stash?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. Do that at all your friends' parties.
As Michael Jordan.
I also think Michael Jordan should wear a Hitler mustache.
Yeah, he does.
Orange.
Okay, so I was at the Big Mignota panel, and as you probably already know, his pants were very gay. Have you seen those shoes yet?
Yep. More times than I care to admit.
I would love to go shopping at Express when I'm his age. I'm just kidding. I love it.
By the way, are you guys Big Mignota fans?
One second.
Which ones are right there at YellowFlash is almost the most important?
Are you wearing an Ahageo shirt?
Yes, he is. I get an opinion. So sue me.
Don't tempt me. What's your question?
It is about the change in entertainment. I was watching some some anime, and the boobs. The boobs were blurred out like they got.
That's very important, Chris Jr.
Get to the point.
Fucking beamed out while the man's trunk was exposed.
You're literally just repeating what we just said.
Hold on.
Get to the point. Please get to the point.
Oh, finish.
Get to the point.
Finish, please.
That's what she said. What type of anime style video game y'all like to play?
What did that have to do with
Anime style video game.
Yeah, Flash. What kind of anime video game do you like to play?
This one, there's other question I have for YellowFlash.
You just asked it.
Oh my God!
You asked like 17 questions here.
All right, we all know the answer is Doki Doki Literature Club. What's up?
Okay, you've seen The Dark Knight Returns, right?
Which one was that?
Well, when Heath Ledger before he dies.
Yeah, okay.
That's just the Dark Knight.
Yeah, just the Dark Knight.
That's the one with Bane.
Heath Ledger deserved it. It's a show!
Yes.
Oh my God.
Drug overdose, Jesus.
Well, wait, I'm sorry. I had a question. Dark Knight.
You never heard him say that.
That these civilized people will eat each other eventually.
Well, yes. Yes, absolutely. And we see it. You know what? Okay, so, yeah. I believe I have another panel that is about the Johnny Depp trial. But I'll briefly mention it here. The Johnny Depp trial is an excellent example of civilized society beating itself. And that's one of the reasons why I was really happy, even though I have no malice towards Johnny Depp in general, that he was the guy who had this trial. Because Johnny Depp doesn't have some like record of being super based and red pilled, right? It's not Kelsey Grammer, it's not John Voight, it's not Scott Baio.
It's not me.
It's not you, right? It's Johnny Depp, a guy who fit perfectly into mainstream, I'd say center-left, but center-left mainstream Hollywood is like Mao. But he fit right into the Hollywood culture, like not politically outspoken, except for when he decided to kill Trump, I guess. But he's the perfect example, and it didn't protect him, because it never will. We learned from Robespierre, if you need history, we learned from Robespierre that when you run out of people for the guillotine handler is next. And so yes, they will always eat themselves. There's just a shitload of them. So it's taking a while.
And they're fat.
But they didn't.
I
like it.
You were saying something about Vic earlier, by the way.
Oh, I was just saying, who here loves Vic? That's it. And everybody said yes. So, and his pants are gay. Okay, you. Yes, you first, then him. Sorry. Because it's 2022, baby. You got it.
There is nothing wrong with a good old-fashioned every once in a while.
All I'm saying is, when I was corporate counsel for a company that was about to lay off a bunch of people, and I liked some of them, I said, you know what? It's Pride Month. You know, you guys should just put out that flag on your desk before they make those cuts. And there were some cuts that just weren't made. It was just so ironic that they weren't made at the company.
Hire this man.
Who the heck hired that dude?
Wait, you should.
What?
Oh, I don't represent them anymore.
You. Yes, I know your name, but I'm not going to say it. Because it weirds me out every time.
Oh, my thank you.
Oh, yeah?
No, his name is Dermy Wormy.
That is really weird.
By the way, I don't know if you noticed, that's skin worm.
Dermy worm.
Dermis, skin, wormy, worm.
Hi, don't talk to me like that.
His name means eater.
I understand that.
Did you know your name was a dick? Okay.
He's lived with us his entire
What
life.
is your question?
Your mom was rude.
Anna, when you die, you give your body to science, and Lofty, were you dropped in your head as a kid? Yes.
And before she answers, who here in the audience is named Science?
Okay, so I'm really weird. I want to be frozen with all of my blood and organs inside my body with all of my action figures, so when the aliens find me, like I also want to be shot in outer space. And when the aliens find me, they'll revive me, and I'm going to tell them Star Wars is real.
Are you being serious?
All about the fucking Force.
You're Haley Joel Osment from AI?
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, no, he lives in his battery, just never runs out. The aliens fix his battery.
I know, and then he lays in a bed.
Hold on. Let's make room for Lofty's tragic backstory.
Wait, what?
My tragic origin story. I fell out of a tree. I was an apple, and I was born a person and fell out of a tree in my head. That's why I like multiverse.
Kill him!
Kick Lofty!
How many people here actually liked Multiverse of Madness? Can we get, if you like that movie, raise your hand.
No shame.
I'm halfway.
Some's coming, none yet.
How many people here hated that movie?
I'm like halfway.
I didn't see it.
I didn't watch it.
Just because you didn't watch
Who
it.
didn't even watch it? Who didn't even watch it? Yeah! That's right. Because they're not making anything for the fans.
Exactly. Yeah, here's the thing. They're only making things for. Yeah, they're only making things for journalists and SJWs. Those are basically the phantom audience.
Sorry, what was that?
These woke pods they're making it for journalists and SJWs, basically the phantom audience that they don't buy stuff.
What's that weird the economic
ESG.
The ESG?
ESG is the...
Actually, yes. Yeah.
ESG is really the reason why a lot of this stuff is. ESG is a real problem, and it's the reason that they keep making stuff like this. And people don't want this. I mean, you see the success of like Rippaverse recently. Yeah. Millions of dollars.
But no, let's briefly, people may not know what ESG is. ESG is a measurement, like an investment metric that they use to determine whether something is literally woke enough for consumption. It's a metric that they apply to companies. So when you see these corporate sponsorships that have all sorts of weird stuff in them, and you're like, this doesn't look like life around me. Why does every commercial involve 8 different races and 9 different sexual orientations in 2 people? Like, why is that happening? That's this ESG metric. And what it is these companies trying to appease basically a credit bureau. Because that rating is how they get venture capital funding. It's how they attract investors. None of you care about any of that, but none of you have $8 billion to put into something. And that's the guy who says, hey, wait a minute. Is this the ESG rating and what it is? So just in case people didn't know what that was, also, I want to look smart.
YellowFlash. Which Gundam is...
Oh, someone else.
I deserve that.
No, go ahead.
No, I deserve that. Let's
The worst Gundam?
What's the worst Gundam? And also, who's that guy in the cowboy hat sitting next to you? Never seen him before.
This is LoftiPixels. He's cosplaying as gay Indiana Jones.
Indiana
The
Jones.
worst Gundam is, in my opinion, probably, I think it's called V Gundam. It's like 100 years or something after the Universal Century Arc. That's
Lofty's supposed to have a bad face.
Sucks.
I said V Gundam, not G Gundam. It's like Victory Gundam.
Lofty's experience the shining finger.
G Gundam's good.
Mario, what is it?
How much of this shift in cultural changes with movies not being in movies anymore do you think has to do with China not being appeasing China and how they go?
Oh, China loves boobs, man. This
They
makes
do love
sense.
titties.
Yeah.
China's weird.
No, China loves boobs. They don't like black people.
Hollywood has actually gone back to China because you see that in Top Gun, they actually used that. They put the Taiwan flag back on his jacket, and most of the Marvel movies, they don't even care about airing over there anymore. China's not really a factor. The big thing is ESG. That's the main problem.
So the thing is, like, the take out of China is your normal, like, international take is like 40% of revenue, but out of China it's like 25%, 20%. So they're really not making shit. It doesn't matter if they have a million people, they're not making anything out of China.
Yes.
So, question specifically for Andrew. We see this happening here in the United States. What's going on with like all this ESG stuff and everything in Asia, specifically Korea?
Yeah, I mean, you see it coming in, but you also see a hard fucking rebuke. I mean, you see in China a huge pushback against it. Obviously, Japan's pushing back against it when people try to wokeify anime and kind of conform it to U.S. standards. They're like, yeah, fuck you, we're gonna keep making good anime, right? Which is why, by the way, anime continues to absolutely destroy American animation, completely correctly. Right? In Korea, you can see it's coming over, and it always comes over in the form of American media. The more a person I talk to in Korea consumes Disney bullshit and Hollywood bullshit, the more fucking nuts they are. The more they consume their own native content, the more based and red pill they are. Straight up, no facts. Like 100%.
Yes, you.
You guys love black people?
Of course.
Okay, I just wanted to make a statement as far as like boobs in movies. I am totally offended by there not being boobs in films.
Thank you. Absolutely. One of the saddest things recently was when I found out that Cinemax is no longer going to have Cinemax After Dark.
There's no Skinemax?
It's gone. Yes, you may not know this.
That's my childhood.
I know, me too. Well, I was a little bit, Cinemax didn't exist when I first got cable. It was real sex.
But I know you had the dirty floppy disk.
No, it was real sex on HBO. I put my Transformers movie, Transformers the movie, into the VCR, and it didn't play. And it's because HBO was still on in my room. I was under 9. Yes.
So, backtracking a little,
Yes.
you mentioned the SJWs eating each other. So do you believe that's part of why they're getting so fat? And does that mean when we reach the end that we've done Godzilla SJW?
Yes. That's why Renfinis is.
Renfinis is salty today. Very salty.
Sorry, what?
ESG is a little more sinister than that because the companies that are under ESG are going to force the companies like Kadokawa, Shonen Jump to conform if they want to be international companies.
Yeah, that's all contractual. They make them do that shit. That's how the giant companies end up eating the smaller companies, is they force that shit down their throats. And honestly, that's why we have to fight it. So when people say, oh, well, you just gotta let Disney do whatever Disney wants to do, because gosh, golly, they're great movies. I'm totally not imitating Lofty right now. That's why it's so important. Because those companies set the industry standards. Everybody follows Disney, so it's important to call them out when they're on their bullshit.
Because I noticed that I think it was Kadokawa who put out a statement saying that Google and Apple aren't gonna platform their apps if they don't censor.
So yeah, he pretty much says Google, Apple are not going to platform the apps if they don't censor. That's exactly how they do it. They gatekeep. And it's an unfortunate thing. It needs to be called out. That's why it's so important. It seems like it's just one company, Google, Apple, but they control so much they have to be called out.
There's a lot of things under both umbrellas.
Yeah.
A lot.
The Square Enix censorship is hilarious. You guys all seen this?
Yes. Yeah.
Have you seen this? They're literally like putting black boxes over everything.
Literally nothing.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous.
The only Square Enix censorship I was aware of was their Tifa work.
Or Tifa unwork.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Guy who talks through a crab.
All right, want to be heard. So, since we're talking about negative subjects, but we're talking about for the fans, what is each of your first positive fan interaction that you remember?
Wait, you mean us with a fan?
Yes.
Oh, he said disqualifies Lofty from talking.
That's true.
Okay, I have one. So I had been covering the Vic Mignogna case for a little while, and I was driving down to Texas, all right, for a family reunion. But I didn't tell anybody I was coming to Texas. And I was secretly going to meet with Ty Beard, like, not secretly meeting with him, but it was just like kind of a surprise. And no one knew that I knew Ty Beard and would be able to meet in person, because I hadn't actually met Ty before in person, but no one knew that I would be able to. So I'm driving down, and we stop right across the border on 35, coming in, and the first stop is like the Welcome Center, coming south on 35, and the second stop has fried pies. It's a fried pie place. And I order my fried pie and a bunch of fried pies for the kids in the car. And they call my name, and I go up, and the girl goes, "I've seen you." And now I'm thinking, oh God. I don't think I can eat these pies. But she said, no, I watch your show. Thanks for supporting Vic. And I did not die from eating the pie. That was my first positive answer.
I don't really remember my first, and I still don't know
Hates
how
his
to
fans.
react. Oh, no, I don't know how to react at all when people. I'm just blown away when somebody comes up to me and they're like, "Hey, can I get a picture?" And I'm like, "Oh, you want me to take a picture of you? Like, I'll take a picture of you." And they're like, "No, with you." And I'm like, "Wow." And I always come off as a super dick because I totally forget that, and I do this. So. They're all very positive. Some of them are real weird. I had a guy follow me around the gym for an hour and just stare at me. He was like, I really love your channel. And I was like, oh, cool. And then I was just working out. He just kept following Brandon. And he was just sitting there like this. And I was like, what do I do?
Did he hear about your drunk party where you touched penis?
No, I never told him about that. Why would I tell him?
That's why he followed you around.
He touched penis?
I was there when he talked
I have a question.
Only a couple. I'm in my 30s. It's bound to happen,
Tell the story about spinning the bottle with the guy.
Yeah. So it was a short story, real quick. We were at a house party.
Bet you wished it was a long story.
I'm a lonely man. My wife, had left, so I'm having a house party. And there's, a couple guys in my gym there, and we're spinning the bottle, and it lands on him. I'm, been drinking tequila, so, everything's fine. So the game was I had to touch, the member of whoever was in front of me. And it was just happened to be the guy. So I touched it. And I grasped it more. Like you're grasping.
You started moving.
No, and it felt like one of those little things you get the aquarium and goes to your hand.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and it felt like I could feel like the heartbeat and everything. That's how you check the pulse. When our mouths touch, it got a little too weird. So.
That's his favorite fan memory.
I did something about kissing a dude. I grab penis on it. Wow. Not a fan.
I can't follow that pattern.
That's horrifying.
Do you ever spin the bottle story? Oh my God, the supercomputer.
I haven't met him yet, but he's very nice. Okay, so this isn't my first fan interaction, but it was like the most shocking. And so, as you guys know, I have the smallest bladder in the world. And I was at a convention, and I really had to pee. And I was in the bathroom, I'm waiting in line dancing, and the girl in the very front of this very long line turns around, and she's like, "Oh my God, you're Anna!" And I was like, "Yes, oh my God, don't kill me." And she was like, "Girl, go!" And she let me cut her in line. So that was like one of the sweetest things. I know that's weird, but I really had to pee.
Did you get consent from every other person in front of you?
No, but they were kind of like,
wow.
Whatever, I peed, it was great.
Yeah. What?
The Lofty story is better, and I haven't even heard it yet.
I know.
I'm sorry. I'm not good at telling stories.
So, I don't know about the first, but I've had people come up and say, oh, during lockdown, or I was going through a hard time, and thanks for giving me something to watch. But those are always pretty positive. It's crazy to hear things like that, because I'm just some dude making fucking videos in my house.
It's kind of gay.
Well,
Yours is real. No, mine is real, but I'm saying like real, not funny words.
I don't have too many things.
Shocker! He roasted himself harder than we did.
Actually, I had 10,000 followers before I got banned on Twitter, so I don't know.
Ouch.
If any of you followed me, I love you.
Basically,
I love you too, man.
I actually rode an airplane to CPAC with a fan of the quartering.
Cut off his mic.
He didn't even know who I was, and I was like, I made videos for that guy. Talked for 2 hours. It was fun. It was kind of random.
Did he unsubscribe from the quartering afterwards?
He's the one who got all the sponsors.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
mean, I had a lot of great ones. I mean, I had people who escaped from China telling me that, you know, they caught my channel as soon as they left and they thought it was a great inspiration for American, you know, what is important about American Constitution. But fuck that. The coolest one was getting really drunk with someone in Korea who saw my Rittenhouse coverage and saw the other things I've been doing.
Oh, you covered Rittenhouse?
Yeah, it's weird! Yes! It's weird! It's weird how that happened. I don't know whose channel I was on. It was this weirdo, big nose. Look like that guy. But decided to get really drunk with this guy in a bar in Seoul where there were bras hanging from the ceiling. And I was like, bro, you know what? You should do YouTube. And he ended up doing it, and it's legal vices. So, my good, but we were so shit-faced. He slept outside that night. These are homeless people. But that's how safe it is in Korea. You think homeless people is totally okay. It's not San Francisco.
Real quick, that's literally the first time I met Flash. We were out on the streets of Knoxville, laying down next to homeless guys until 4 in the morning. Okay, we have about 5 minutes left, so we're gonna try and hit some of these lightning rounds. I have been suspended on YouTube. I thought it would end this evening, but it looks like it'll be tomorrow. So my suspension will be lifted. That's why I have not been live streaming anything. YouTube is a bunch of catch you next Tuesdays, which spells content.
Will you or legal be covering the Christianity trial?
If it's televised, for sure. If not, you know, I'm sure we'll be doing updates because that is the most degenerate comedy that exists.
And therefore must be covered.
Front row privilege.
Yeah. How many of you guys have been stepped on?
Just him.
No.
Lies!
Lies!
Deepfakes exist.
With the censorship and the shifting narratives, what are your thoughts on what fans can or should do to try to make things better, try to shift things the way we want, if you've got any ideas?
Okay, there's... Lofty can answer in a second, but I'll tell you the most important way. Buy stuff from independent creators that you like, that like you. I mean, we live in a time, and I'm the worst at it. Like, I don't make anything, and I really should, because it's dollars. But no, we live in a time where literally anyone can make damn near anything, and they can do it at basically the 90% the quality of the biggest companies in the world. And I'm talking production quality. Content-wise, we're way past any of that. But people are making comic books that are better than Marvel comic books. They're better quality, like production than Marvel comic books. We've got people making independent video games that are better than AAA studios. One of my favorite games right now is Vampire Survivors. $3 on Steam, and it's better than pretty much any $70 game I've ever bought. People are out there, they're making stuff. Conventions are great places to find them. YouTube's great places to find them, but support those people because if they get a chance to get away from their 9 to 5, they will make more shit than you could possibly imagine. You'll have content for years, no matter what it is. I don't know if anybody has anything on.
Yeah. Can I answer the question? Well, I would say not only just supporting independent creators, but also to stand your ground. Because when you're fighting with these psychopaths, they're not used to people standing up for themselves and saying no. So that's why people go ballistic, like when they fight with me, and I'm like, no, fuck you, you know? And so if you have somebody that's maybe harassing someone that's trying to make a comic book and, you know, makes $3 million on a comic book that everyone likes, and then you have people just throwing the absolute worst slurs at them, like what's going on with Eric. And I mean, they call us racist, misogynist man babies. Go look at the shit that they're saying to him. And people will see you say no to something like that and say, no, fuck you, you piece of shit. You're not pushing me. I'm going to stand my ground and, you know, stand up for what I believe in. And I think that's why people follow everyone here, because we do that. And so they need to see that, because they need to see that. Oh yeah, except Lofty. But I just think that's
these people are crazy. Like, on the Ripper thing, it's the craziest shit I've seen so far. Somebody called him the N-word in post, and then say it's justified because he's the Nazi. So it's okay because it's not really racist because he's fighting racism by calling him. Like these are the people that we deal with.
Was it a white woman?
They're not the smartest people, but they are.
Young Ripper, the consummate Nazi.
You all know the real reason why? It's all about political revenge.
I was going to say yes. Support Ripper, support death. I don't know if Joe Ball's in the audience.
Oh my God, death.
That stuff's really dark. If you guys have like a special talent, like
I got one more question.
don't shy away from networking and getting involved in some of this stuff. Like I got all my jobs like through Twitter. Before I was waiting tables, sent a resume to the quartering and I got hired. He has 1 million followers, so if you have a special talent, like if you want to get involved, there's a lot of opportunities.
Go back to the free bread.
I know you all have your cool channels, but do you know I work on a channel with 1 million followers?
It's true. You know how many people need video editors? It's kind of ridiculous.
Yes.
If you have any talent in video editing, go for it.
I do my own because it's easier.
You're not.
Okay, we got. What?
Hugs.
I do hugs.
Hugs.
Yeah, only if you grab my butt.
Thank you. Glad you remember my name. Well, 2 things. First off, so I got a podcast or a show as well, Midweek Hump, every Wednesday.
Did you say maybe home?
You might later.
What was that? The Midweek Hump is what it's called.
Midweek Hump.
Midweek Home Anna!
Okay, real quick, because we're out of time. So
I'm trying to. I wanted to invite you all on at some point. I'll be sending out emails. That's the first. Second thing is I do have talents that inspire me, Lofty. I'm doing a comic as well. You all be on the lookout for that. Be sending out information on that too.
All right, brother.
That's all.
We're out of time, dude.
Anybody else?
Can you step on for free?
What's your arrangement?
YellowFlash.
You what? You got a girl back there who does that. Go to the specialist.
YellowFlash. What's her? Now,
Alright.
what's the best non-Gundam mecha anime? Why is it Kokiga?
It's not, it's Macross, you bigot. Alright, guys, hey, thanks for coming out. Enjoy the con. Come see some of us tomorrow. And,
I won't be here tomorrow.
and don't ever let anyone tell you what you can't do with your hobbies.
Hey, you're welcome, Flash. Someone kick you.
Wait, unless you're Spirit Junior, then definitely let everyone tell you to sit down and shut up.
Thank you guys so much. I love it.
Wait, somebody take a picture of all of us.
I got you.
Okay, who has a good phone?
3, 2, 1. Snap, 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 snap. Done. 5.
Hey, we can take a selfie. Give me your phone.
Oh my god.
I want to get everyone in it.
You're such a woman.
I'm sorry. Hey, everyone.
How many angles?
I'll take it.
I don't know how long.
Sure. Wait, you're the tallest person. You can hear.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. I can just take the picture.
No, I'm trying to get everyone.
3, 2, 1. Snap, 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 snap. Look at Lofty over there.
Star Wars nerd, I am a fan of it.
I just want to get high.
Thank you. Yeah, give me your phone.
Take it down a little bit.
Give me your phone so I can take a picture.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna make it to the Hilton bar eventually. Which one's that? The one at the Hilton. The Flash. I saw that picture right from the panel right outside of
Okay.
Yeah, they just think I'm like a gay. So can you tell me all the wrong?
Okay.
That's where I'll end up, yeah. All right.
Sounds like it.
Mr. Bagel, I admire her. She lives right around here. Hey, you know what I meant? Nice.
Yeah, a lot of people like that.
Let me come down to you. Yeah, I can't hear you very well. You're too tall, man.
What?
She's making God of it. We've seen this. All right, sorry. I gotta get flowers.
Downstairs.
Yeah.
Here, I gotta try to get down there.
Yes, ma'am. Let me be a stepping stool. Excuse me. YellowFlash, I'm sorry what I said about you, but I still would have been great as a woman, you know? I still want that interview.
For what?
Yeah, no, I love it. No, for what?
By the way,